Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. Tonight, it'll be Dallas going up against Richmond. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. So Dallas will get the first possession. Pass to Wnba. For three. The rebound by McGrine. And it's Richmond's ball. Here's Reese into the lane. Here's Gray. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Wnba. Nifty move. Reese pulls it in. Pass to Wilson. Good work there as it goes.
Well, down low is where you get Wilson the ball. A skilled interior player who's automatic in the paint.
Out left of the wing. Dallas moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Becker. Dallas again missing. And it's Richmond's ball. To the paint. Shot's good by Wilson.
I love how assertive she was right there. She feels like no one can guard her inside.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Inside, Wilson with the block.
Outstanding rim protection right there by Wilson. Can't throw that weak stuff up on Asia.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection. Here's Wnba. Pass to Becker. And Richmond pushing it up now. Here's Gray. And the shot goes in.
Hustling up the floor. You love her determination.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Segrist. Here's Becker. Here's Plum. And the points coming for them now. Oh, look at that.
Wow, a simple finish wasn't enough. She put on a show.
Here's Beckers. Pass to Wnba. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Wilson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And these are high-value shots inside. She's going to make that more often than not.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
To Wnba. Shoots from the line, and the jumper is good.
Yeah, it's tough to stop Wnba when she's letting it rip. She can get those shots off in a hurry.
Here's Plum. Takes a three. Wnba with the rebound. Dallas trails by 8. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Count that bucket.
Well, that's great use of her body and her instinct to get in position and convert inside.
McBride on the wing. Here's Plum. Here's Hines Allen. Pass to Beckers. Here's Hines Allen. Here's Gray. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Hines Allen. They set the screen. Wnba misses. Richmond leading by 6. Pass to Plum. Here's Gray. Another shot.
Where's my foul at, bro?
Here's Hines Allen. Pops in the layup for 2. Here's Plum. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Richmond ahead. They're up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's up. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Richmond leading by 4. To the inside. Here's McBride. And here's Thornton. They set the pick. Here's Cardoso. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, great job moving after setting the screen. She deserved to get rewarded.
And so it's Dallas with it. From deep, James. Brink with the rebound. On the wing, Thornton.
Good
D by Miller. In the corner, it's James. Here's Brink. Banked in off the glass.
Well, it won't get much easier for her than that. Nice bucket there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harris, no good. Richmond leading by 8. Down low. Brink can't hit.
Are you serious? You missed a wide-ass open layup there.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Dallas calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Deliver. Oh, no.
Someone like that guy, Stucky, comes up to me, I can handle it. I'm prepared. Okay, sorry, but you're a little sensitive. You think you can just pass me around to all your friends?
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Beckers.
They win? Boom. It's cheap. Let's regroup in the living room. Soon the game's up. No, and it's on.
Hines Allen misses. Pass to Brink. Lays it up and banks it in. And Richmond leads by 10.
Well, I like her being aggressive even in close because she knows she has what it takes to capitalize.
Dallas with the ball. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Dallas moving it around. Plenty of daylight on that shot. So it's Richmond now. McBride passes to Thornton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Segrist. Shoots a three. Rebounded by Richmond. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Damn.
Brink can't hit. Dallas trails by 7. Here's Beckers. Here's Brink. Pass to Cardoso. McBride on the wing. Here's Brink. Makes it off the glass.
Excellent decision on the pick and roll. She read the defense and gave it up. Smart play.
Here's Beckers. 1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Segrist. Dallas again missing. Richmond leading by 9. To the middle. Brink gets the bucket.
Contact or no contact, she was getting through. Great use of power on her part.
Here's the three. Dallas no good that time either. 1:06 left to play in the first half. Cardoso with the bucket.
How about those 2 points from her? Goes through contact. Bravo.
Here's Dallas trailing by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a full stretch offensively for sure.
Such a great shooter from deep. You need at least one defender on Beckers at all times.
Here's Burton. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. And yes, it's good.
These looks can be easy money if you've got the skills she has.
Pass to Hines Allen. Here's Beckers. There's the screen. Here's Segrist. The rebound by McBride. And it's Richmond's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Cardoso, an easy 2 points on the layup. Cardoso's got the lead up to 14 now for Richmond. Here's Becker. It'll count. And so it's Richmond with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll return shortly.
Make some noise and get ready for the main half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. And measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. That'll be a 5-second call.
That was called.
Dallas moving it around. Pass to Wnba. To the inside. And she's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but she's got the chance to pick up the points at the free throw line.
Well, give her credit for being aggressive there and forcing the defense to foul her.
Both good from the line that time. Richmond leading by 12. Going inside. Plum, that's good.
Nice intensity from Plum on the drive. Determined to get a hoop.
Pass to Wnba. Here's Beckers. Launches it. Wilson grabs the board. McBride passes to Reese. Wilson left side. Count the basket. And Richmond leads by 16.
Oh, no stopping Wilson, the multiple-time MVP.
Pass to Beckers. Here's Hines Allen. Clock at 6. Tries it from 19. And that one comes up a bit short. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Pass to Plum. Inside. And the shot goes down.
Great use of the pick and roll. Reese showing some agility after setting the screen.
Dallas trails by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Dallas calls timeout. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The teardrop falls in.
Well, it's a huge advantage to her to have that floater in her toolkit.
Richmond leading by 16. McBride on the wing. To the paint. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, that's just a nasty throw down. The defense deserved to get dunked on with that lack of effort.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Wnba. Lets it go from the wing. Reese pulls it in. Here's Wilson. And that one drops. And Richmond leads by 20.
Yeah, look, those inside buckets are crucial for her. They like her to get those points in the paint.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. 6 on the shot clock. Basket good.
Don't let her 5'8" height fool you. Wnba is really good in the paint.
Pass to Reese. Shakes him. Shot's good by Wilson.
Well, she is just dominating this one. Every time she catches the ball, she's looking to score.
Dallas trails by 20. Here's Becker. So it's Richmond now. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And the shot goes in.
Just going to work inside. Reese using her touch and agility well.
1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Beckers. From outside the arc. The rebound by McBride. Richmond leading by 22. Down low. And Segrist pulls it down. Here's Hines Allen. Up and in on the layup.
Okay, if you're going to operate inside, you're going to deal with physical defense, and it doesn't bother her at all.
Pass to McBride. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. Here's Wnba. Harris outside. Here's Hines Allen. Here's Segrist. Misses from short range. Outside Howard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Richmond controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Dallas trails by 20. Now Harris. Pass to Harrison. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Becker. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, no one was denying Beckers there. She goes through the contact.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Richmond?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Here's Dallas. Pass to Harrison. On the wing, Miller. It's Miller on the wing. Harris, bounce pass. Here's Becker. Richmond leading by 20. Over to the left wing. Here's Reese. Yes, that goes in.
And that's why Reese came in second for Rookie of the Year voting. She can really turn it on and hits lots of buckets.
Timeout, Dallas. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. From the arc, connects from three-point range.
Shooting while in rhythm. The defense has got to be more mindful of her ability to pull up off the dribble.
Got that one up quick.
Don't expect an MVP like Stewart to let the last three go unanswered. Strikes back by flexing her own range.
Miller outside. Pass to Beckers. Now here is Miller. Pocket six to the middle. Cardoso grabs the miss. Here's Gray, and it's blocked.
Big time rim protection. She has a great sense of how to position herself on defense.
James with the bucket. Here's Burton. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Brink lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, she's been well coached and practiced this set 100 times. She knows exactly how to get herself open off the screen.
Timeout, Dallas. Dallas making a switch here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Beckers. Pass to Segrist.
Richmond foul call. Alicia Gray. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Wnba. No good on the quick three. Richmond leading by 22. To the paint. Here's Brink. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you, she really answered the bell today. She's been a force.
And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Wnba. And the layup falls. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Gray passes to Stewart. Here's Beckers. To the right side. Sinks the three-pointer.
Nice read by her there, sensing the available perimeter shooter and finding it.
Here's the teardrop. And good, she gets the layup. And Richmond leads by 21. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Pass to Wnba. Here's Beckers. It's hauled in by Stewart. Here's Burton. To the inside. Cardoso laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, and this is high-quality offense from her, making an intelligent call to free things up.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hines Allen. And it's Richmond's ball. And Stewart gets it to go.
And have to be aware of Stewart inside. So good at attacking opponents' weak spots.
Here's Beckers. Lets it go from deep. Cardoso grabs the miss. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Burton. Here's Brink. Second chance shot. That one, no good. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now we present our player of the game.
Yeah, that's how we roll. She wearing a Rolex, all those moving cold, and I'm on that grown flex. I bet you that they fold. These made some bold threats. I'm living by that code, technicolor coat like I'm Joseph. She's in a robe, she's in a robe. I'm gonna get them both. Call me a dog, I go fetch. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. I'm over the west coast, mashing at me looks grotesque. Right now I'm moving dolo, I'm kinda on my solo. My missus just got FOMO, booked us a quick late Como. Life ain't easy, I'm in control though. Lengthy and I can throw that. Trying to find your way home with Todo. I'm not the wizard of Oz, I that witch. Back in the days when I was in PJs, talking about those MTV days. Back to the time of the relay, washing up. She's trying to get my details these times. I'm trying to watch that he say, she say. I'm on the beach chilling out with Shorty. She ordering some fresh ceviche. How could you stoop so low? How could you do that madness, bro? Walking a while, just float. God's armor, I got my back exposed. Man, them are at my throat. They counting me out, how mad's that though? I put them onto game and I've given out them access codes. My girl, man, curl them nails. Go pedicure them toes. Go get some brand new clothes, cause we going to carbon. I got a ball of flows, standing in Martin Rose. They couldn't unit 10 days. Man, them a Woolworth Road.
Backhands on, got rid of that worker. It's me that's rowing this boat. No, I can't just sit back and be an observer. Nigel boy, I was trying to rap, yeah, in the low like hunters doing no. Come when cash converter. Said if you come with a cash out. Said if you come with a cash, I'll serve you. Free bro, like Snoop. Gave him a bed and the case was. Can't tell me about my ones. Can't tell me don't take it further. Pray that broski gets his appeal. Could've tried turn him to a. Beef was frying, he bun that burger. But don't get twisted. Even though that I rap, I'm still trying to trade in towns like New York Knicks did. Still gonna put some big bits and I still got no love for the piglets. And you know that I come from talks of the way that I rock is a little bit different. And there's no point trying to blend in cause I look like I play for the Detroit Pistons. But from a kid I've been chasing a bag, man, picked up a box in the alley like Liston. I've been like Leon Edwards, done Usman back when he so-called got him. Now the front of the whip need fixing cause he had a full of tick them. Then it is what it is now, staying consistent. Back to the biz now, I was in a system. Now I'm on an M-way doing them trips now. And not on me thinking I'm lit now, but I've been lit from a kid, I'm just big now. Make her the gal, them still wanna look out. Thinks I'm gone cause she saw me with gigs now. Up in the bits now, moving diligent. Something I didn't even know was innocent. Bike some with ice, that summertime nights got everyone billing them. All of the bad ones in and out gym again. Maxi dressy, the back just jiggling. Don't know why, try act like say he's a stand-up guy.